Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the channel. Apologies for the delay. We are in Pillars of Eternity 2 Deadfire tonight, continuing our gameplay. Oh, that's really loud for some reason. Continuing our run through. Why is that peaking in the reds? There we go. Continuing our run through. Pillars of Eternity 2 Deadfire, but we're in Nekataka at the moment. Not only that, we're in the Undercity. Undercity? Ruin City? Well, we're in the pirate place, deep underground. Alright, that's a better distance. Yep. So, where did we get to last week? I thought we were going to spend a little bit of time in the gullet. I mean, the main thing I was down there for, ideally, was to get the soulbound weapon. I've got that. But then realised I'd spent too much time healing to get out properly, so I've then needed to come back via the Old City Ruins. We're in the Undercroft. So we did the Old City Ruins. So we're here down in the gullet. I need to go back to the top level of the gullet because there's a few things up there that I didn't finish off. Pariki's Overlook, I think, is completed. Serpent's Crown, for now, is completed. I've even jumped ahead a couple of quest lines. There's stuff I need to do back in Queen's Birth, but when I finish the gullet, I'm going to continue to the Sacred Stair and the Brass Citadel. There's still things I need to pick up there. But we're proceeding. Now, the issue in here is we're not supposed to be here yet. So I'm going to take Jyoti by herself because these guys are all hostile. So there, right there, should not have done that. Because whilst we kind of do have a task that takes us in here, they're not expecting us to come in this way, and so yeah, they're not gonna be nice to us. Well, relatively not nice. So I have the sword Modwire, which is now bound to my main. Apparently soulbound weapons in this game are few and far between, but there's a trophy associated with a full soulbound, getting a weapon fully worked up. Okay, inspect ropes, use ropes. I didn't send everyone over this side. Anyway.
Unbelievable. It hides so much under our city.
Oh. I don't know how she got caught. No one was looking at her. Anyway, we had a little bit of excitement earlier on this evening. There's a small earthquake. We don't exactly live in an active tectonic region, so any earthquake's a bit of a surprise, especially one that's felt. So we had one, 12, 18 months ago that was much further away, but uniquely, I think it uniquely travelled through the crust and was felt relatively well. in a lot of places, including where we were. It actually sounded like a truck going past. This one, I don't think there was any sound with it, but it certainly, yeah, a little bit of feeling, a little bit of shaking. Didn't notice it, like none of the furniture stuff moved. But it was much bigger, well, much closer, which is a surprise. I mean, I guess there's old tectonic regions, there's gold mines in that area. And so to have rock-based gold, well, implies historic tectonic activity many years ago. So, or volcanic activity, because gold is brought up from the mantle or deeper. I hope there was no underground mines involved. But it looks like it was almost the middle of a plate, and most of the state of, well, that the earthquake was in seems to have been in the shaking zone, or the ability to feel its zone. Pretty cool. But yeah, there's only a relatively small zone that was supposedly a lot more affected by it. But it said anything up to violent shaking. So it'll be interesting to see what the news covers us tomorrow. I do know that, well, there used to be local newspapers and radio and stuff out in the area. So, yeah. It'll be interesting to see what comes out of it.
That they could hide so
right there,
much
mate.
under our city.
State your business. I mean it. As wrong as it gets. So wrong, it's your last.
Ah, seriously? Oh, I'm glad I saved. I'm going to send Joti out again, who has the far better stealth skilling. I'm going to forget about searching. We're just going to get out of here. Now, we should be able to do it without making everything hostile.
Yes?
Happy to. Sure thing. Yeah.
Right, everybody down this way.
What can I do you for?
Unbelievable that they could hide so much under our city.
I don't know that this is where I'm supposed to go, but at least it'll get me out of the Undercroft. I might need to reload. Because apparently there was a means to get out in the southwest corner.
Mm-hmm.
Get him!
Exceed honor.
Oh, really? Yeah, I didn't want that. Because it also said to get out of the Undercroft if you got in there too soon, you only need one party member to make it to the extraction point. Well, I did that, and it took everybody else along, so I'd take it that's not the extraction point.
I shall.
Oh?
Unbelievable that they could hide so much from our city.
Hmm.
Exceed honor.
Indeed.
Let's bring everyone back here,
Yes?
Aye?
then take Josie.
Unbelievable that they could hide so much from our city.
We don't want to go to Delver's Row. Alright, we're going to save. Uh...
I shall.
Happy to oblige.
Oh, maybe I went the wrong way. I mean, I could just aggro and sprint. I don't know who's got fleet. Boots of sneaking, I think.
Indeed. I'm here.
What has she got? Boots of sneaking? Boots of stealth. Who had... I think Ida had the bounding boots. Nope. Boots of speed. Yeah, I did give it to the wrong character. We're gonna just sprint.
We got mowing. Ixie on us. Rebirth awaits me. Let's reap this whirlwind.
yeah? Speak your mind.
Oh, lucky, 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 lucky. Right, that was lucky.
Dim in the lantern.
E così, Fentre. Diverus. Perfetto. This is magnificent. I am in your debt, amico. Truly. Please, take this. You do not know what you have done for me. I will reward you properly someday. You will see.
Yay!
Our business is resolved, and my business is my own. Be on your way. I have no time for you.
Well, fine. Was there tasks I needed to do down here? Alright, I need to go back to the gullet. How to keep that up. Tavern, Southwest Bridge, and behind the waterfall. Okay, let's try that. Southwest Bridge. Okay, so we'll go to the Southwest Bridge, then we'll go to the tavern, and then we'll go look at the waterfall. Alright, nothing there. Alright, nothing there either.
Now. Hey, fish boy. What'd I tell you last time? You're not allowed in here.
Kara, have we met?
Oh, have you forgotten our little altercation so soon? How convenient for you. Last you were here, you got drunk as a hagfish in a barrel of mead.
Kara, at least one of us is amused.
Then, when I refused to serve you any longer, you stole a bottle of my finest wine from behind the bar.
Kara, how could I let you poison your clients? Ngati has not deigned to bless a drop of what passes through here.
You drank it all, then clambered onto the stage, pushed the dancer off, and serenaded the crowd with a sloppy rendition of my Wahaki.
Clamber? These legs do not clamber. Apologize.
Then, when I shoved you out the door and told you not to come back, you tried to kiss me. Frankly, I'm surprised someone hasn't killed you yet.
Then I suggest you keep an eye on the bill.
All right. But if he gets up to any more mischief, it's your purse on the line.
Fair enough.
Kara, punish me appropriately if I misbehave.
I'll hold you to that, you slippery bastard. You see anything you like, you let me know.
Alright, everybody's healed up.
Have you got any leads on that mad old goat yet?
Right, there was something in the second level here.
Ado, my hunter. To what do I owe this delight?
My one solace from the tedious bureaucracy.
See something you like?
Did you enjoy the show? There's... Till later, then.
Real quiet now. Easy as Merkberry pie.
Have you come to hear some verse? I'm sure I don't know who you're talking about. Now please leave. Absolutely not. My 100 copper pans, a reasonable fee to experience the sublime words of Adir's greatest poets, don't you think? Come, lay your head on my breast. I will read to you the work of my favorite poet, Skilber. Do you know Skilber? She wrote in the time before Adir's marriage to Kulkin, when the kingdom was fire bright and yearning for a purpose. Now, listen.
Now, hopefully this will give me access to Oswald.
An exquisite poet. Oh, this shall be a rare treat.
Ship at dawn, its face pressed to the sea's slick lips. My sister and you, a sailor died in lantern light. The wind, my brother's fingers pulling at your hair, his breath hot and boastful, promising. I, a horizon whose borders your thumb has not traced in years. You, slack-jawed and groaning, your chin in the hard grip of longing, led stumbling through the waves. A pleasant diversion, yes? Visit me anytime, my friend.
Oh?
I know. Just the thing.
Rank thievery! Really? Get... Rank thievery! Really? Get out! Rank thievery! I have nothing more to say to you.
Ah, pulp. Might have to lie to get through it. I don't know that we've got the necessary skills for it, I guess. I need to go back to the gullet yet.
All right. But I'm keeping...
Rank thievery! Really? I have nothing more to say to you.
Blah, 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 blah. Well, listening to her didn't get us to access his Oswald details. Talking didn't seem to do it either.
Of course.
Have you come to hear some verse? Oh, her. Yes, she is persistent, isn't she? She barged in and began asking me all sorts of inappropriate questions about my customers. She grew incensed when I asked her to leave. She's no longer welcome in my room. I do hope she's not a friend of yours. Her manners are atrocious. I'm sure I don't know who you're talking about. Now please leave. How dare you? Oswald has visited oft of late. He's a sentimental old man, and he longs for the words of our homeland, Adir. I would often read the old epics to him in their original Eldadiran. He's grown paranoid recently, however, always muttering about the shadows following him and other such nonsense. It was quite unnerving, frankly. He came to me in a panic a few days ago and shoved his journal into my hands. He told me he'd be back for it, but I've not seen hide nor hair of him since. I wonder, perhaps his journal would help you find him?
Hey.
I'll take care of this.
Hmm.
Have you got any leads on that mad old goat yet? Oh, Oswald, you really stepped in it now, haven't you? Getting mixed up with Woodikins? You damned old fool. Where could they have taken him? Not really. To be honest, I spent most of the trip out from Defiance Bay, bent over the bulwark, giving Andra a taste of my innards. I hate boats. Damn, if only I could find that captain who gave us passage to the Deadfire. Bet he'd know. Wait a tick. When our ship neared Nekataka, the bosun told me about a weird temple on an island in the Karatapu Channel, southwest of the city. She wouldn't tell me what it was for, though. Got real spooked when I asked. Go take a look then, and let me know what you find. With any luck, you'll catch the old goat there in one piece, and we'll both leave here with some weight in our purse.
Huzzah! Oh, so we progressed that one. We couldn't find... Oh, the guy wasn't there in the tavern, so... Question is, can I access the... Oh, no, not that. Can I access the... waterfall from here, or do I need to go? I can give it a shot. I don't think we went this way. Alright, clearly not.
You both attest that you have made all possible efforts to come to a peaceful...
Who is this Nasenali? How many cousins do you have or so?
Postenago. Does that look like any cousin of mine?
How should I know? Your kin lie with eels.
We have business. What do you want? This doesn't concern you. We've come to settle a challenge.
Psst. What's your words, Oaf? You want the Juana to know we're dueling?
Akira, the Queen consigns murderers to the gullet.
If I wanted the opinion of some tentacle-headed savage...
My bad so to the tribals. We should be free to settle matters on Valiant terms.
Small wonder the old empire collapsed in civil strife, if this is the Valian way.
And how do your colonies fare, Adiran?
We are civil enough to kill each other without making an incident out of it. This street thug called my family a warren of corrupt inbreds. But is there a dung heap in all the world that does not have a little Valera cousin scratching through it?
That wolf he calls mother would have us live out our days polishing Bardato silver. This is but one chapter in a long anthology of Bardato arrogance.
Arrogance? Per complancanet, you should thank me for my patience. Nothing less than the total disgrace of the Valeras would satisfy me.
Then you will die unfulfilled. I was the one who suggested fisticuffs, but you were eager to cut me open.
To first blood, then. Shall we resume?
Not so pretty anymore, Postenago.
This does not end here, Valera dog.
Just make sure the other Bardatos learn from your example.
Right. Done. Okay. Right, okay, we're going to go back to... We're going to go back to the gullet. And we're going to go to... Bihar's home. And we're going to do work here, find Delver's Road, sort that out, then go back, talk to the prince. And then we can head off to Sacred Stair and Brass Citadel. And then perhaps go sailing. Perhaps.
My village was not like this. Why does Queen Onikaza not send the foreigners away? Of course. I only hoped. It is no matter. Thank you for telling me. We are 6, 3 children, 2 babes, and me. My village was not like this. Why does Queen Onikaza not send the foreigners away?
Alright, out to the gullet. Now, it did say there was... he hid the... he hid the purse near the inn. Alright, so... yeah, okay, we'll come back over this way.
You found.
I wonder if that was the pile of refuse. That Bataro had mentioned. Well, at least his spirit had mentioned.
That's
Did you hear that?
Far as
About
holes
the
in the ground
boss?
go, I reckon.
With my own ears. Dario said there's treasures in that pit.
Shh! Have you lost your wits?
Harami!
I am here, Seduzo Nui.
Do we expect today a local merchant?
We do not, Seduzo Nui.
Then state your business quickly. I want to avoid another surprise. The one who threatened me. I shall not soon forget him. These Huana learn too many pretty words from the Valians. You cannot trust what they say.
We had pretty words before the first ship landed on Rawatai.
Yes, but did you speak them with such deceitful intent? This fellow wanted passage on my ship, as if I were the village ferryman. I told him there was none to be had, certainly not at his price. He told me he had coin, lots of it. I did not believe him. How could a man who lives in a garbage heap have enough money for passage?
So you assumed the worst and threw him to the wolves?
No, you presumptuous Adiran. I assumed nothing until I saw the swollenette. A marked coin, a token of allegiance. The Principi carry them. I knew then that I was dealing with a pirate. I had heard they were influential in the gullet, but I did not realize how much so. I called for the guards, and they dragged him away. That is the last I saw of him. There's nothing I can do. The passenger quarters have been reserved by a dwarf named Orin. Why do you bring this to me? I can take 3 more in the hold, and no more. Orin and his crew have reserved the berths. That is assuming you have the coin. I will already have to abandon crates of cargo to make room for these 3, plus the food and water they require. As you say, he and his people are gold-packed knights. Orin is particular. Perhaps that is good. He just finished a contract to guard the Valian Luminous Mill. I hear animancers are also particular. He's upstairs. Just do not interrupt him if he's arranging things. What is your business with me? There's nothing I can do. The passenger quarters have been reserved by a dwarf named Orin. Why do you bring this to me? What did remorse ever accomplish? Besides, this Bataro brought trouble on himself. Yes, he should have known how to behave around civilized people. That must be the first time I've ever heard civil speech in the gullet. Very well. I could take 3 more in the hold, and no more. Orin and his crew have reserved the berths. I will already have to send them to me. The sooner we leave, the better. And I told you there is none. The 3 I agreed to take will barely fit in the hold as it is. Nearly done, I hope. I sold a consignment of iron and cultural coral, and will return to Rawatai with vorals, merkberries, and Ondra stars. Most do. What is your business with me? Nearly done, I hope. I sold a consignment of iron and cultural... The Royal Deadfire Company would frown on business in this district. But there's no harm if they don't know. is your business with me? Nearly done, I hope. The Royal Deadfire Company would frown on business in this district, but there's no harm if they don't know. What is your business with me? I would have nothing to do with such a place, but I hear the proprietor might know more.
Let's go convince the dwarf. Hello, Mr. Dwarf.
Well, that's not nice. All done.
Indeed.
Hello, kitty. Dude, the six-toes cat. That certainly sounds like a cat I'd like. Gold pack. Gold packed. Here we are.
Don't do that again. I'm serious. He does this every time. Just have to wait.
Don't see why you'd spend all that time arranging your food if you aren't making it look like a funny face. I didn't see what Sedusa was fussing about. Nothing wrong with being tidy.
Cheers. What do you require? Indeed. The good captain has 4 adequate berths, all equally sized, all facing the same direction, and she's promised to leave promptly. A most agreeable arrangement. Out of the question. We're due in Tekoa for another contract, and the client has already paid the advance. And we have already paid Seduzo. I couldn't possibly take back the same coins I have already spent.
Good use. Forcing the gold pack to take things that way.
That will not do. That will not do at all. To Queen's Berth, quickly. We must find a more suitable ship.
Well done, team. Of course, loot every last red cent from up here. Just don't mind us. Alright, we've also got to get our sidekick sorted out. We've got to sort out Vicina's quest still.
What is your business with me? it's convenient for you. But never mind. If there's trouble, I'm staying out of it. The berths are paid for. You can send your friends as long as you promise not to make trouble for me. Just do it soon. I don't want any mess you've made to spill onto my decks.
Good work, team. Anybody else named characters down here?
Hey, fresh face. Welcome to the hole. Just got 2 rules, yeah? Keep your hands to yourself and don't fall in. Need something? The hole's been here so long as there's been a gullet. Though it ain't always been mine. What's the neighborhood without a place to get pissed drunk and lose your pants?
True.
Well, it's a bit of a story. See, I was born here. Right here, fresh face. Right on this counter. And I'll die here too, God's willing. Of course. What? You want to lose your life on the pointy end of some brute's sword? If you're dead set on dying, you'll find Delver's Row in the Narrows. Those twisty alleys carved into the mountain on the west side of the gullet. You've got to make your own way from there. Dario will skin me if I say any more. Then I'll be shaking yours, fresh face. I'll tell you how to get there without getting yourself dead first. Take a right the first chance you get. Then keep going forward until you see a merchant stall. Look close. There's a secret hallway behind a curtain there. That's your entrance. I'm sure I don't need to tell you this, but all the same, you'd best watch yourself in Delver's Row. The crooks there will kill you just as soon as cheat you out of everything you own. If Dario doesn't gut you first. You stick around the gullet long enough, you might find out. What you need?
Provision.
Sure. Berta's cooked up the best grub the gullet has to offer. It's not actual grubs, though. Probably. You're not picky, right? Let me know if you see something that makes your stomach rumble.
Alright, we're gonna get... I don't think we need a rest. Oh, we'll take Forge's fancy.
Need something? What you need? Let me know if you...
Oh. I don't know. Wow.
Never smelled meat like that before.
Why do you bother me, little kid? You're all little to me. Little and squishy. No. The gullet reeks of illness. The beds are too small. An imp tried to nest in my hair. And Firna, the tavern keeper, refuses to give me more than 1 day off a month.
How am I supposed to hunt when I am chained to this stove?
Maybe I'll become a pirate. Get myself a bird and an eye patch. How do you mean? I don't work for free. Yeah, this will do. For now.
I'll take care of this.
Alright, okay, so we can go back and talk to the lady and the kids, and then we can finish off the rest of the places up here in the gullet. I do want to find Delver's Row officially though.
You must be new. Lucky for you, we have a special rate for newcomers. A bag of coppers in exchange for your life.
Told you.
It seems we've made a mistake. Forgive and forget, no?
Well, talk my way out of that. Good job, me. So Bihar should be pretty happy. Or Bahar, or however it's pronounced.
My village was not like this. Why does Queen Onikaza not send the foreigners away? That much copper would only bring suspicion. Besides, maybe Suduza will accept it in exchange for passage. What say, then?
Our Watcher sure is something else, ain't he? Darnation, you're gonna make me cry myself.
Aw.
May Amira's winds ever blow sweet for you. We will pray always for you in this life and in each to come.
I think someone's just leveled up. Oh, well, I was going to say, yes, we have.
I'll take care of
Ida and I have, but we'll just hang on. Everyone else will level up pretty soon anyway.
When I was little, me and my brothers used to spend hours chasing each other through the
You
Mercury
caught the eye of
fields.
someone important.
I didn't. Okay.
If you're interested in making good pay and a good friend, head to the Narrows at the western end of the gullet.
Will do.
Once you reach the alleys, go right and right again as soon as you can. Then, follow the bend to the left. The bullies guarding the door have a weakness for chewing Svev. You can follow their trail. Tell them Dario sent for you. And remember your manners.
Don't think a day went by I didn't have a skinned knee or a bleeding elbow.
Oh, we did that sometimes. Only my brother usually had a hand in the bleeding.
Younger than you. Either way, I bet he's just as strapping.
Older. Was older. Then Raid Sarah's invaded.
Oh, of course, that's gone, but I'm so sorry.
What say you, boy? I see much and many things. I simply do not look with these eyes in the same manner that others do. I have heard much as well. People speak of your kindness, Watcher who chases Aethus. I also hear the Raparu's heartbeat, grown thready and pained. Now a Watcher comes to the gullet, as Amira has shown me you would.
At least piety can thrive in this dark and unforgiving burrow.
That sea-swept voice. One of Andra's own comes to visit me at last. The Raparu are being crushed from the top. We starve so slowly, it is an agony.
Starving? Are the gods so occupied that they cannot see inside the mountain?
No one deserves to suffer. Not like this.
This is the Juana way. The fish of our nets are drawn for the tribe. The fruit of our fields, too, is reaped for the tribe. And the coin of our pockets belongs not to one, but to all. All spoils are gifted to the whole of the tribe. The tribe then partakes from the top down, from the most deserving to the least. The Mataru risk their lives to protect the tribe. The Kwaru provided skilled goods and services. The tribe takes care of the Raparu more than we contribute to the tribe. Or it did, before our numbers swelled too large. The Dawn Stars would feed us, but the guards forbid them to pervert the order of sharing. There was a man who helped us, a soft-hearted pirate named Ulug. He worked with the Principe captain, Mad Morena, they call her, to bring us food from the black market. But for days now, we've had nothing. Ulug was never late with his shipments, always very conscientious, a good boy. For him to disappear for several days without word, he must be dead. The Queen refuses to increase our share of the prize share. Without Ulug's shipments, we will surely starve. I am asking you, what else can we do?
Onakaza will listen. Her concern holds this island together.
Perhaps you can achieve what those of my caste cannot. Gain us favor with the crown, and always we Roparu will be indebted to you. If we cannot convince the Mataru nor the Principi, I believe the Dawn Stars may help us. Peatly is a child of the Dawn Stars, and has become the Gullet's most cherished healer. I believe she would willingly hear your request for charity. Speak, and I will listen. I've lived for many years in this gullet. My skin and bones have withered with each year, twisted harder, so that the Roparu now call me Taki Takiri. Though you can see, I am not very big or much sturdy. If a dispute arises within the gullet, I will see it resolved. That I can promise you. Both time and tragedy have rotted the gullet into a place of filth and crowdedness. Once, we Roparu lived in a fine neck of the city. But that time has fallen, and with it, the ruins of our old city under Neketaka. Long before the foreigners swarmed us, a sea quake rumbled our city, and the mountain cratered down. Many cried to Andra, and were swallowed for their efforts. Now the Mataru send us into the ruins of the old city to be punished. Within that pit lies darkness and death. Not silence, but an end.
Cool.
Wonderful news, friend Shodi. A sacred coconut beetle is entangled in your hair.
Well, don't just watch it lay eggs. Pull it out for me.
It is a good omen. Let it crawl, I say.
Fair enough. But if it gets smushed, it ain't my fault.
I'll have it.
Alright, Pitley. Alright, so we've done Bihar, we've done Noi. Do Thelis, Pities, and then come up and do the refuse pile and then Narrow.
Peatley? Good God, I nearly didn't recognize you. You look more death-warmed over than Dawnstar.
I didn't see you there, Shody. Listen, you and your friends should move along. I'm not feeling so good, and I'd hate to get you sick. Nothing a little ginger root and some bed rest won't cure. Please, let me be. That's not... Wait, you're the one someone in the other Dawnstar's been talking about. In that case, maybe there is. There's some sick Raparu in the back. Not much I can do for them now besides keep them comfortable. And hidden.
Is that wise? Keeping a room full of sick people in the most crowded district in the city?
It's better than leaving them to wander the district. I can give them a dignified death, if nothing else. We tried, but the one away is prize share. Meaning anything we'd give these people has to go through the palace.
Akira, it is for the Ranga and the Mataru to feed the tribe.
Best I can tell, our food went to the Queen's table. Assuming it didn't rot in the storehouse first. That's a question for Samhain. I'd ask her myself, but I got my hands full here. She's High Priestess at the Temple of Gone. Tell her Pitley sent you. She'll listen. Probably. Need something? Because they've got Drowner's lung. Spreads like gossip and kills even faster. A gift from the Valians. Fills your lungs with fluid. Gets you coughing all the time, trying to clear them. One of my patients coughed so hard, she broke a rib. Eventually, it gets so bad, you can't hack it out. You just lie there, struggling for breath, until you choke on your own phlegm. I hear it's a long, hard end. I heard some Raparu had gotten sick, so I brought them here to care for them. City healers don't come down here.
The Raparu have no healers of their own?
These people are laborers and fishers. Many aren't even Kahanga. Wound up here after raiders and slavers tore their own tribes apart. Anyway, I realized what was wrong when I heard the rattle in their chests. The way they gasped for air. Only cure is an elixir made with pine seed oil. It costs a lot, though not nearly as much as an epidemic. Still, if news of this outbreak gets out, these poor souls will get tossed into the old city. No one with any money in Nekataka spends it on the Raparu. You can get nearly anything on Delver's Row. Only trouble is finding it, and paying for it. Unfortunately, the children of the Dawnstars don't have many connections in this part of town. But you might. Not meaning any offense, just that you seem like someone who's comfortable on that side of town. If not, I bet you could find someone at the tavern who knows where Delver's Row is.
You found it.
Criminal types like to wet their throats after a long day of lying, cheating, and stealing. About the only honest one. The Raparu here are treated like garbage. Even made to eat garbage from that scrap heap opposite the lift. Not that I need to tell you. And Dario and his Principe scum took advantage of the neglect down here to set up the black market on Delver's Road. All the while, the gullet gets more crowded as tribes from the other islands come to Nekataka. Some are driven from their homes by pirates, raiders, even trading company thugs. Others hear stories of the foreign wealth pouring into the city. What they don't realize is most of it flows between the foreigners and the palace. That's what Dario and his people say. They recruit Raparu to sneak things from the docks, report on meetings between traders. I can't blame the Raparu. Not when the alternative is eaten from a trash pile. But I don't trust these Principi any more than I do the trading companies. And whenever the city authorities finally crack down, the Reparu will be caught in the middle. As best we can. Most of us came from Red Saris after the Vorlis Plot and the Saints War. Or we were born to families that did. We remember what it's like to scrape by. Some days, I think maybe this is why Aethys brought us to Deadfire. So we can do some good. Other days, I'm too damn tired.
Right, okay, we got tasks to do.
Adair, I get the feeling you don't like me much. Was it something I said? I think it was something I said.
No, it's not. You're not doing anything wrong, exactly.
Really? I mean, you tell me if you had a problem, right? If I'd bothered you this whole time?
It's nothing personal. I just don't think we need to be talking, is all.
Oh, well, thanks for clearing that up.
That Dawnstar may be able to help. What say?
Help how? Poison me? Akira, no thanks. I shall.
Traveler, have you any food? Surely you've a scrap. Mercy, traveler. Never have I been so hungry. Thank you, traveler. Thank you. I knew you were a good one. Always there is prize share. The pile has grown leaner these years. Little falls to our pile that is not rotten or sour from this week and maybe before. Many Reparu come from other islands these days. They are strong and capable workers. Not like me, but they too tithe to the prize share. But I am starving. Surely the Queen will provide for us in time. Forgive me, I say too much. If you would know more, ask Anoi.
I did.
Our elder listens to those in need, and he speaks out of earshot of the guards. He's there, in the house to the right when you cross the bridge. He can speak of the hunger.
The Reparu feed their children? The Queen calls these rations. Does she expect the Reparu to subsist on garbage?
I'll head.
Alright, we're going to go check. I also had another set of instructions on how to reach Delvis Row, although I don't know if this is Delvis Row. I'm sure it'll tell me. I'm probably just in Dario's hangout, hideout.
What's...
The hero of the Riparu visits me at last. You must forgive the cryptic introduction, but I prefer to remain among the comforts of home.
Well, ain't you sitting fat and happy in your home while just outside people are starving? He may look like a prince, but he smells like a pirate.
Better to be a prince here than a slave out there, no? Though these are modest luxuries compared to those at the estate of your friends in Queensbirth. But had I only known there was a watcher in my midst, I would have extended the invitation sooner. Your manners do you credit. Would that more of my fellows from common backgrounds could follow your example. I am thinking we could be grand friends, you and I. You cannot have too many friends in Nekataka.
I'll be real honest, Watcher. I don't think this guy's gonna be a very kind friend to us.
And I need only a favor. An insignificant thing for a Watcher like you. There is an artifact called the Cornet of Waves, which is currently in the possession of a Huana named Takano. I would like you to liberate it for me. Watchers see what many cannot. Takano is a man of many vanities, as your special gifts will no doubt reveal. His villa is on the eastern edge of Serpent's Crown, just downwind of the palace. The opportunist I first hired was too bold and found herself ejected from the district. With your genteel manners and unique talents, I am hoping you can avoid such complications and persuade Takano. After all, it would be best to avoid drawing the ire of our Mataru hosts. When you have the cornet, bring it to me. I will pay you well for it, and you will find my favor useful in this part of the city. Galarde! You Watchers truly are workers of miracles. Never let it be said that Dario does not pay a fair price. Now, allow us to put the question of money to rest. It is an unseemly topic to linger on. What do you require? You can find her in the Undercroft, though I should warn you not to expect as much civility. Morena is like the rest of Aldi's new bloods, coin-hungry and temperamental, with little patience for courtesy. Why must we speak of sides, like squabbling merchants from the republics? Once, there were no sides, only Principi, a people united by common interest and culture. But as our fame has grown, so have our numbers. Many of these new bloods have no sense of restraint and little regard for our heritage. And the Grand Empire of Valia lasted many hundreds of years, but even it collapsed. The new bloods are Principi too now, and many are inventive in ways The old guard is not.
More resourceful killers then. Do not talk around this.
I talk around nothing, my coddled friend. You either take my meaning, or you do not. A matter of principle. In Nekataka, that is rarer than teeth in a clan. Keep it. Who says virtue is its own reward? A storm, a rash decision, and an accident at sea. One that took my sailing days, but not my skill with a needle. Life in the Deadfire is unpredictable. Sometimes it takes you in its jaws only to spit you out onto some new shore. A most agreeable topic, or so I hope. What do you require? A moment, I almost forgot. Percamblanca. Take it and indulge my vanity.
Nice.
It is not as grand as the sails I once made, but my fingers are ever restless.
Oh, that was decent. Alright, I gotta double check. Oh, no, wait. Let's go right, straight ahead, but there was no straight ahead option. Like I said, come to a stall, check the wall behind it. Double check what the note said. Okay, so let's have a look. Okay, most of us are leveling up. Okay, Silver's Row. Enter the narrows, turn right, forward. Right, turn right, forward. Okay, let's do that. Okay, explore the narrows. Go right. Go forward. Inspect. Go down the passageway. Go through the curtain. All right.
It's the smell of cardamom that drew you, no? Or perhaps the sting of fresh pepper. Or maybe you seek something with a stronger bite. Then you'd best ask elsewhere. But careful. If the Mataru overseer hears there's a sickness, might be he has more questions for you. food, of course, and supplies for the road. Though most here come to me for poisons and venoms. And you tell Dario I gave you a good deal here?
It's not a huge amount. Yeah, nah.
Of course.
Let's have a look at the map.
Looking for something to sharpen the senses, to help you leave your sorrows behind? I got what you need.
Think you made a wrong turn, Bilger. You don't belong in the row. I know who you are. I make it my bag to keep my eyes on the new fish that end up in the gullet. You're the type of scab that bores me. Feel free to piss off. Keep your rotten ass away from me, Langer. You want to talk to a Valian that goes by Ernetzo. He runs a shop down the street, here in the row. Don't tell him I sent you. And don't say I never did you any favours.
Fair enough. Thank you.
You need a blade or a bludgeon or some sturdy armor? Umani has what you seek. Perhaps you have more business for Dario. Umani will take care of you, and at a special price.
Okay. Immortal will, I wonder what that means. Looks decent. Probably should come and sell my stuff at some point.
Something approaches.
What we found.
What is this Kith creature?
Look, but don't touch, I say.
What secrets does it bring?
Let us see. Let us see. No prize secrets in this one. Not like the others with the water sense. Their minds carry secrets of a damp cave, a hateful glare beneath a stagnant pool, a dead woman's regret.
Gibberish. The floating spider had best explain itself.
Kith hoard many secrets. The best ones they bury deep in their cities, behind mighty walls.
Cool.
But what secrets fill your mind? Any. All. Yes, you came to Deadfire seeking knowledge, too. The language of tongues is a dull, tedious thing. Why, a watcher, the Deerwood, the warm seas of the Deadfire. A death, a life, a wide sea, stirred by storms and pirates and Ah, a wonderful secret.
I don't trust this creature. At all.
Yes. You have been generous with us.
You know of the place below the slums. There was another, more distant place beneath the sea. There lies a secret so grand that even the gods hide it. To find such a thing, how marvelous. We dig. There are many mines here with many secrets, many depths with even more.
A city under a city.
Another in the ruins.
It teems with young secrets, rivalries and betrayals. We seek the older secrets, buried deeper and carved on weathered stone. But your friends, the cutthroats and cut-purses of this place, they do not care for the old secrets. They do not.
Oh, okay. Buy that. I don't know the coin for that, unfortunately. I'm going to save just in case. It looks like it wants to give me a, well, give me the opportunity at least. Yeah, to be expected.
Indeed. I'm here.
Something I can do?
Real quiet now.
Got spotted. Potion of invisibility. I wonder if I have one of those. Right, let's actually level everybody up.
You need something?
Alright, we're going to keep working on your Arcana and your Metaphysics. Are we with there? Storm would be good. Tempting. We have enough regen. Go with that. Oh, weapon type.
Yeah?
Alright, Ida keeps getting more mechanics. More streetwise. And we're gonna pick up. Okay, and additional proficiency.
Happy to oblige.
Alright, keep leveling up your stealth and your religion.
Yes?
Okay, we'll go. Okay, what are we looking for? We're looking for something decent. Reviving exhortation, I think. No, we don't want that at any point, do we? We picked up Bull's Will. Iron Gut. Base Fortitude was... We want base Endurance. We have Bull's Will. We have Exalted Endurance, yes. Glorious Beacon. No. What's this one? Sworn Enemy. I don't think so. Never really liked it. Shared Flames. We have Flames of Devotion. Eternal Devotion, which I picked up. Just clear out what I've got. Okay, we've got Flames. We have Flames of Devotion. We know that. We've got Lay on Hands. The Eternal Devotion. Exalted Endurance, which came from Zealous Endurance. We have ourselves Iron Gut. We have ourselves Bull's Will. We have Snake's Reflexes. Inspiring Triumph. We have Deep Faith. We have Two Weapon Style, and which is kind of what I'm going with anyway. We have that. Armsbearer, Retribution. Right, let me just clear out what we picked up. Okay. So we're supposed to pick up some extra stuff coming down. Righteous Soul, we will be picking up, yes. I see Stoic Steel. I did. Yep, okay, we can get Stoic Steel. Easy enough. I think some of the guide that we've got is for a fit out we don't really have, or options that just don't seem to be available. Don't know whether that's because I'm a kind wayfarer or Or what? I mean, I dare say it probably is because I'm a client wayfarer, but... Okay. Eternal Devotion... Which I did have, didn't I? Shared Flames wasn't an option. Sworn Rival and Brand Enemy aren't options. Exalted Focus. Exalted Charge. Exalted Endurance. There's no Exalted... No. Glorious Beacon, nope. Reviving Exhortation. See, I think... I mean, in the way I played the first game, that was definitely what I needed. Liberating Exhortation is not in that list. Okay, but there were options over here. Retribution... Divine Purpose, our styles, Combat Focus, no, Fool's Will, Aegis of Loyalty, there's Fortitude. Spearhead. Spearhead is definitely what we need, so we'll grab that. Now, I think the design that I've picked up is seemingly more my sword. It's a rapier. Dagger. No. Okay, party people.
I'll handle this.
You are looking for something, Nico? Perhaps Ernezzo has not seen you before. You must be new. New or very good at disguises. Wait, but I am mistaken. It seems we have friends in common in this place, no?
We do.
Ah, another young water mage. Come, see Ernezzo's wares. You must spend that extra coin on something.
Forgive me. Do we know each other?
Così, it seems not. The mistake is mine. But how did you hear about this place? Wait, no. Do not tell me. Sometimes it is better not to know. There is something I can get for you, yes? Tell me quietly. Merle, it is a dangerous pest. When it dug its lair, it did not even ask permission of their... of the boat.
Usually you want to pay the proper respects if you're digging a lair.
They say it is a mind reader. We in Delves Row are simple folk, quiet folk. It does not do to have a mind reader nosing among us. You understand me, yes? Eh? I hope you are not ill. But never mind. If the Mataru come asking, I will not tell. But Drowner's lung is very serious, very deadly. The cure is not cheap. But how can one put a price on good health? If the price seems high, there is a certain little favor you could do for me instead. There is a certain merchant here who needs to not be here. Then why do you haunt Delves Row, huh? What do you think we do down here? Old tea parties for the rats?
Maybe.
That's the kind of thing somebody says when they don't want you to know that's exactly what they're doing.
This merchant runs a shop at the end of the street. People know it as the Spindleman. If you get rid of it, then I will give you the medicine.
Hold on, not so fast. Do they call him that because he carries a spindle, or because he's got spindly legs?
Of course. And there is a special discount for the boss's friends.
Come on, let's get a drink of firmness.
It's early. We'll go when it's dark.
Fine. I don't know how you tell down here.
There is something I can get for you, yes? Tell me quietly. Belfetto. Though, if your coin purse is so full, take care that others do not hear it jingle. Your medicine, as promised.
Hey, how did you do that? Can you do that again?
Bless his heart if his strength and good looks ever go.
There is something I can get for you, yes? Tell me quietly.
Right.
Well, that's not net. Guess I wasn't so.
I'll take care of this.
Save just in case we make a mess of this.
All right, but I'm keeping what's in there.
You the Watcher? Dario said you couldn't pass.
Okay, so let's have a look. Did I actually get a task to get rid of the Spindle Man? Okay, I got the medicine. Okay, doesn't count as a task. All right.
Hold it right there, mate. State your business. I mean it. Spill your guts or spill your blood. If you can't spot a Principe port for what it is, I might get to thinking you're not supposed to be here. If you can't spot a Principe... If you can't spot a...
No, I did not need that. Okay, Undercroft still doesn't want to see us. I thought I could get in to see Meryl. Maybe I have to go via Queen's Birth. Take the gift back in and then try.
Of course. Let's see what we found.
Well, that's not nice.
Alright, we're going to go back to the gullet. And then once we've taken care of the health thing, we're going to go back into Nekataka properly. There's a couple of ways we should be able to get into the Undercroft. Right, I think this will take care, well, except for going up and talking to the prince back at the palace, which I think we should do to close things out.
Need something? That could save an awful lot of sick people. Right out of character for you, Watcher. And aren't I glad of it? That's the stuff, all right. Thank you. That's from me and from the children of the Dawnstars.
Yay!
If you'll excuse me, I better start treating the sickest ones.
Hooray! Okay.
Hey, Shodi. Those dreams of yours, they still getting to you?
I can deal with the dreams, for better or worse. What makes me sweat is the not knowing. What happens when I stand face to face with my God and he reveals what he intends for me? What if it's not as I thought?
Yeah, I've had thoughts like that for a long time. Except now I'm worried about what he intends for the world.
Whatever it might be, at least we'll face it together.
Alright, there's a couple more things that we should be able to do in the Narrows. So we're going to do that now. Okay, so go right, go forward, go past the merchant store, go forward again, search the body, so we found Ulog. Retrace back to the exit. Okay, that was... We've done Delver's Row, we've done Dario's Lair. Apparently there's a neighborhood. So if we go for the thing, we go right, we go forward again, go right, go forward. There's a neighborhood. Tempted to teach the child better technique. Alright, now, we're going to give we're going to give the Undercroft another crack. Delver's Row. We've got the mission and we've got the note from Ulog. So hopefully this will let us down.
You the Watcher? Dario said you couldn't pass.
Of course you did. If this doesn't work, then, I mean, I could sneak in.
Hold it right there, mate. State your business. I mean it. Spill. If you've come to see Mad Morena, God shield your soul. Far be it from me to be stopping your march into death. Captain's there. She's in a fit of a mood, so step lightly, aye?
Dun dun dun.
And who or what do we have here? We're all stocked up on silverfin, but this fish is a unique catch.
And I can bite deeper than you might imagine. Are you the one responsible for tricking the water shapers into serving your petty errands?
Way I see it, you've got two options. You can tell me who sent you, or I can feed you the shaft of my gun. What for? I've already got an emissary. Speak up, Swabby, and be quick about it. My knife arm's twitching. So, when I fancies you the new Ulug, eh? And you had nothing to do with it, then I need to know how it happened. Ulug wasn't any ruffler. He didn't deserve that. Everyone in the gullet knows Ulug's my man. Everyone except the Mutaru. Gotta be them what got him. And though it pains me to say it, if the Mutaru are biting for blood, it's best if I back off. I can't be feeding the Raparu right under their noses. Leave the secrecy to me. What you need to prove is that you can be trusted well enough. Say I happen to have a fella wanting for a full shipment of crude luminous Ardra, but I have no Ardra to sell. Loot me no less than 6 crates, and I'll be, let's say, better inclined to do you a favor. If you're a particularly daring sort, you might snatch it from under their noses. Them Valiant trading Princocks have a stockpile of it in their mill in Queen's Berth. Otherwise, you could raid them in shallow waters as they ship it in. Now, if that doesn't tickle your fancy, there is one other that tickles mine. Ply me with enough coin to hire fresh hands, bribe a few officials, enjoy a taste of flesh, and I'm yours. Oh, I guess 30,000 copper ought to cover it. Always a pleasure pirating is. I'll keep an eye on the horizon for your prosperous return.
Ah, no, not that way. How do I get out? That would have been real hard to sneak into. I mean, I would have tried. Alright, so we'll go do the Adra. We might even duck up to the palace. We'll raid the Adra, go up to the palace, sort that out that way. And then we'll do an alternate save, and then we'll call it a night after that. Which then should also complete everything in the gullet and allow us to focus on the last 2 zones next week. This place.
Oh? Dim in the lantern.
Luminous Adra. 6 crates of Adra. Alright, we'll go up to the palace and talk to the prince and talk to the queen, see if we can't get more food supplies that way, and then we'll come back down, take the skiff back into the Undercroft, do it that way, and I guess maybe go talk to Ennui. And then that should, I think, close everything out for this area, for the gullet. I hope. I mean, we're certainly building strength. I haven't had to do too many fights. Picked up the XP. I want to go up here to Serpent's Crown. I want to go to the Kahanga Palace. Yep, that's fine.
I see you pulled Ngati's chosen from the guild hall. Akira, but have you pried any secrets from the gullet yet? Undercroft, a darker, more fetid layer of Nekataka, I say. Onikaza and I are the mind and heart of the city, but the bowels, these we cannot reach. What say? Did Ngati's chosen learn anything from the voyage below?
My prince, I have always known those who pray for Ngati's favor, but only now do I see those who depend on it.
Akira, I say that a feather of Amira's wisdom drifted down to find you. At least Delver's Row is a stable target. The crown has time to decide the next steps. What say? You hit upon my curiosity. Speak on. You are quick to come to their defense, but the Raparu must recall their place in society. If the black market will expend its resources toward the Raparu, then I say they have bought an uneasy truce. Delver's Row is safe, for now. Be sure that I do not regret this. To Kehu, I say that no one wanted to hear your suspicions confirmed.
Akira, me least of all, my prince.
When it comes to the dignity of the guild, the crown can compromise nothing. Onikaza will see their leadership disciplined, I say. Akira, I cannot. Onikaza and I both expect more from the guild, I say. She will not be pleased. Akira, but at least you returned to me in one piece. You are not the first agent I sent to the gullet, but you are the first to return. I cannot say that I desire to send you to worse places than the gullet, but... Does the name Ukaizo mean anything to you?
3. G'day, Roofy300. Yeah, so you'll have to hit the Discord, and there's a giveaway channel over there. Going to the giveaway channel, there'll be a blue button. Click the blue button, and you'll be automatically in the draw. And the draw happens every Sunday evening before Sunday stream. And the giveaway this week is for a copy of Settlement Survival.
Fable? No. History, I say. Ukaizo was the home of the Huana before cataclysm and destruction wiped the island from the Deadfire. That is the story. Story or no, I make no secret that we search for Ukaizo. Our tribes are spread across many isles, but it is Ukaizo which binds us. Ukaizo, and the knowledge that we must return. To that end, a local cartographer secured a lead. A breadcrumb to a breadcrumb, I say. I sent an expedition to Matario Kozi, one of the Sanctuary Isles. They were to retrieve evidence of our lost homeland. They have yet to return. They were sites where our ancestors grouped in terms of crisis. Constants in changing seas. You have the cartographer Atepo to thank. He wanders the Western Shrine if you would know more. The trading companies would not have thought to look for Matario Kozi, but now they are vultures to carrion. I do not doubt that our rivals race for the same thing, all while we fall behind. The Sanctuary Isles give comfort and guidance to sailors on the long journey home. I am hoping the island can remember its purpose and return us to the home we lost. A question for those with years to gather reeds and scribe their thoughts. It might be that someone or something on the island does not wish to be found. In better times than these, I would have been happy to oblige. Akira, then you are ready to depart? To Kehu, I trust you are going. I want the tribes to know that Ngati's chosen stood among those who threw open the gates of Ukaizo.
I make no promises of dirtying my hands in some fetid jungle, but I do not protest a calm voyage. Before you go...
That did seem like too nice a way to end it.
The expedition. I have reason to believe they will not be returning to Nekataka. We found this at the palace doorstep, cut from the robe of the expedition leader. One mystery heaped on another, I say. If you learn in your travels, I hope you will tell me. The crown has grown too accustomed to warnings, I say. I suspected this, as you say. Take care if you alight on Matario Kozi. My fear is that the island is sanctuary no more. Prepare yourself for a hard voyage northeast of Nekataka. Matario Kozi is nestled in the Kua of Rakuhu Islands, in the midst of a landmass that resembles a storm, like the fall of Ukaizo locked in time.
Certain death it is, then.
Three. Okay, right, we're gonna go chat to the mapping dude, he said.
A Tepu, drawer of maps. I have nothing to sell unless you are needing something else. What I discovered remains to be seen. The Sanctuary Isles were thought to be lost beneath the waves. If I stumbled upon one, I can think of worse finds to credit my name. Death. I did not mean to frighten you. These islands have known great tragedy, and millennia have passed in cheerless silence. Should you land on a Sanctuary Isle, do not expect to find welcome. I was surveying the waters around an atoll when a storm dragged my ship off course. The waters were unknown to me. When a green fleck appeared in my spyglass, I unfurled my sail. The shore twisted around itself, confusing even this old navigator until I found myself at the center. I did not make it far up the beach before I spotted signs of habitation. Marking my coordinates and orienting myself by the evening sky, I made for Nekataka to tell the crown of my findings. Our ancestors marked off specific islands across Deadfire as rallying points in case a great misfortune split up the tribes. Even they could not have guessed how important the isles would become. Some thousands of years ago, volcanoes, storms, and quakes shook the archipelago. Any one of those do happen, but never with such ferocity or all at once. The Huana survived by taking shelter on the Sanctuary Isles to save our society, and not just any one tribe. Since those days, we have not found any of the old Sanctuary Isles. Ngati took some beneath the waves, taking whole tribes with her. Others were lost to time and forgetfulness. I am told that the Wahaki are protective toward the Isles, but that is their business. Understand, the Deadfire was broken. The lives lost could not be counted, and more has been forgotten than may ever be remembered. Imagine how much history we lost in a single year, much less the millennia that followed. Whatever our people hoped for themselves, we may never know if we got it right or wrong. If we must. There is not a Huana in all of the Deadfire who does not take to the open water hoping to catch a glimpse of the lost Ukaizo. If I could walk the beaches of our ancestors, take a fleeting glimpse of what they left behind, mine would be a life well lived. The same thing we all hope for, answers to the long silence that precedes our history. Who we were could tell us who we are, but if I am being selfish, maps, charts, Our ancestors were keen explorers, and a roll of their parchment could teach us more than what we have gathered in the last century.
3. Right, okay, we're gonna go upstairs. You go to the roof. See if the Queen can't help. Then go back to the gullet. And we'll go back to the Undercroft, then the gullet. And then we'll pop into the Sacred Stairs and call it a night there.
Watcher, something on your mind? Does the gullet lack? The seasons play havoc on our crops, I say. If I wanted an emotional opinion, I would go to Pariki's Overlook. Speak to my brother Aruihi. He handles local concerns while I lose sleep over the archipelago. Now, with that out of the way, is there nothing else? Ah, Akira. But listen how the Watcher flatters me. I cannot plant a seed in untilled soil. Akira, I want for there to be trust between us. The trading companies send spies to every corner of the mountain. I say there are places they cannot go. You and Aruihi think alike. This is my oasis, I say, not my prison. But you did not climb all the way up the mountain to pay compliments, I say.
Alright, we're out. And we're gonna check to see there should be a bounty. Somebody offering bounties on the outside of the palace here, and then again we're back down to the Undercroft by way of Queen's Birth, and then I'm gonna go visit Ennoi again, and then we'll call it a night. It wasn't for these load screens.
Hello there. Come to have a word? I don't bite, I promise. Yes? Gladly, my friend. Gladly. And how kind of you to ask. I am the youngest son of a noble house. Now, don't make that face. Poor, desperate fool, you must be thinking. Well, waste not your sympathies on me. Truly, I consider it a boon rather than a punishment. All the comfort and none of the responsibility. What's not to like about that? What else brings faraway travelers to the archipelago? Adventure. I've nursed a great love for heroic tales since my boyhood. As I was loafing about my father's estate, I thought, well, Gervard, isn't it time you made a name for yourself as well? So here I am. And though I dare say I'm little use in a fistfight, I can do a fair bit of magic and draw a lovely map. So I've taken to charting the interior wilderness of the Deadfire's larger islands. Ah, but it's worth it for the stories I'll one day have to tell. But truly, if I could only inspire others as I myself have been inspired by those old tales, Why, it would be marvelous. Anyway, enough of my prattling. Surely you've other things to do. Oh, it would be my absolute pleasure. For a price, of course. 3,000 copper? Well, I'll be here.
Yep, sure, got it. I have... Okay, well... I gotta go back by the rooftop. I gotta go out that way. Come here, kitty. Hey, alright, well that was interesting, but not the way I wanted it. Alright, okay, the bounty offerer. Seller? Person handing out person handing out bounties. Just out here. Then Queensberth, Undercroft, Gullet, back out. So, not Netahi. Nope, not that person. Zoom out. Not them. I could have come straight in there. Well, that would have saved a load screen. Not them.
Hunter or prey? So, it will be you, then. Then, I owe you an apology. I have collected many foes over the years. Some of them would sprint up the mountain to see me push through the jaws of the Great Eel. Akira? I am certain it took hard work to earn such accomplished and capable foes. As Nungata Whale Splitter, I cleared the jungles and seas alike of slippery creatures. I earned my foes later, when I hunted a deadlier prey. Ha! Bounties, you wild ibex. It's been years since I tossed a harpoon,
So now I stay abreast of what bounties need filling. That's Mataru retirement for you. Interested in taking up the trade, are we? I warn you that I deal in the heads of the exceptionally dangerous. A lady needs standards, after all. You assume right, Hunter. Let's cut your teeth on clever Bena, infamous dwarf mystic of the obscured. A scavenger, I say. Picks off those who trust her for an evening, and then pockets their coin when she's bled them out. Bena was seen traveling on an island due southwest of Osongo.
Hooray!
Do you seek companionship on your travels across the Deadfire? Why not take a little friend along? We have many animals on offer, all well-trained and eager for a new home. Akira, you are sure to find one that suits you.
I am. Bubble the cat. Ginger demon. I am tempted to collect every pet. Tempted. Maybe some other time. Alright. Let's go Queensbirth. Unless, given that I've got permission to be there, maybe I can go straight to the Undercroft. I can. How am I getting down to the Undercroft? That saved at least 2 load screens. Right, let's have a look at character sheet. Reputations. Okay, level 1. Okay, so halfway there with Tekahe. Halfway there with Seraphim, but Seraphin's not part of the party at the moment. Salty is make a laugh and flame. Make him laugh and flame. Make him laugh and flame. Neutral with Aloth. Hmm. Doing okay with most people. They're passionate and benevolent I need to be working on.
Bide where you are, lovesome. Well, regale me. Of course, he's my landlubbery contact in the gullet. Once, he was a master sailmaker. Lots of Principe crews vied for him, but he lost his footing in the rigging one day. It's a mistake sailors make only once. He shattered both legs. Was Elia's mercy that he broke nothing more. But after that he lost his taste for the sea. Know what makes you a pirate, lovesome? Sailing. It's sailing what makes you a right pirate. Sure, plundering too, but leave the seas and you leave the Principe. I hope you do, lovesome. I invite you to hand it over swiftly, then. Ah, what lovelies. Aye, fine work you've done. Work I won't be likely to forget. The commander of my fleet, and the relentless leader of us new bloods, Captain Aldes, won't forget either. If you're feeling adventurous, you might call on her at full deadlight.
Nah. Yep, okay, controller's low.
A deal's a deal, then. We'll catch us a fresh contact. Round up the shipments again soon, strong and sure. The Ruparu will have to stand on their own 2 feet someday, but for now, we'll keep them out of the ground.
Hooray! Like I said, it was going to have to be straight up to Enoi. Go back out this way. Take the lift. Then go talk to Enoi, and like I said, that'll be done. And the controller will probably be dead flat by then too. Although no, my luck, it'll probably go dead flat right before I need to change. Anyway. Alright, so we've done Dario's thing, we've done the gullet, we've done the undercroft. Well, I mean, there's stuff we could have picked up elsewhere in the city, but in the undercroft, but I mean, I had a look. I have my soulbound weapon. Funnily enough, we've had no combat since I got it. I'm sure there'll be plenty of combat yet to come. That's for sure.
For what do you bury your face in parchment, my friend?
A wizard requires a grimoire. Surely you write your chants somewhere.
Never. For what would I scribe a song that lives in my heart?
Alright, do this, and then return to Nekataka proper, and we'll go across the sacred stair. That should then leave us, when we closed out, 2, 3, 4 quests tonight, plus tasks, plus completely finished 5 quests and tasks. How did I cheat you, Koida? What, because I'm going to finish up? You've just arrived. Well, that depends how you measure.
It was as I feared, then. Tell me, how did he die? Was it fast, at least? Painless?
Well, you also missed the last couple of hours of chaos, Kaida, so...
Thank you for your honesty.
The first hour was me trying to work out how to get to the Undercroft without dying.
Deliver bad news in all its sorry truth. Speak, and I will listen. I have no choice but to hope this venture together fares better than our last. We will accept the Principe's generosity and work to return it tenfold. Never can I thank you enough, Watcher who has the ear of both kith and gods. Always the Raparu will know of your kindness. Should you need refuge within Nekataka, know that the Raparu will stand by your side.
Hooray!
May Amira's winds ever fill your sails, boy. We will not forget what you have done for us.
Alright. Okay, we'll get ourselves into the sacred stair, and then I'll run through the journal and have a look at what we did achieve tonight. I mean, it kind of doesn't feel like we've done much. I would have thought that we would have cleared the gullet real quick at the start. Well, me and planning don't go together very well. Oh, I mean, I can plan. Well, in a previous life, it used to involve lots of planning, lots of heavy planning, but it was one of those things where the plans just got you to the starting line. Then you threw them out and dealt with what came. Because sticking to the plan in the face of a very fluid environment invited unnecessary rigidity, and you would have run into big trouble straight up. So the plan guides and informs, but yeah, be prepared to discard and move on as quick as possible if required. And it was required. Alright, we're going to the sacred stair. Huzzah! So we've got sacred stair, brass citadel, and there was one, and we're going to go back to the Pariki Overlook because there was a mission tied to the brass citadel that goes back to the potential sidekick in the magic shop. We're going to do that. And then we can set out to sea. Eventually. Alright, come on, load. Let me save. I mean, it's auto-saving anyway. And there's a whole bunch of other tasks we'll complete by clearing these two zones. Alright, so let's have a look. It's saving done. Actually, let me have a look at the map. We're going to go to the Temple of Gaon. We're going to go to the Temple of Magrin. I don't know about the other ones. But anyway. Alright, let's have a look at these journal quests. Okay, so tonight we did closed out the Cornet's Call. And yep, so finished all of that. We did Food for Thought. That was running from last week. We did Harsh Medicine in its entirety. We've done, oh yeah, that was before. We've got these up and running, and then we picked up a couple of others as well. Brass Empire, we're going to go and have a chat to. We picked up bounties. Terms of Trade is still open. Hey, Principe, we ran all of Goods and Services, so that's 2 missions with them. The Hawana, Trade Secrets is one of theirs. We finished that. And now we've got the Last Sanctuary, and we've also picked up a bounty as well. Legends Light hasn't changed. So that's what, 1, 2, 3. Sorry, 3, 4, 5. Plus we returned Essential, that's 6. We, well, did Salt in the Wound, so that's 7. But that opened up a brand new task. 8, we did All Aboard. We settled all of that. 9, Elvis Row, we saw that. 10. So we did quite a lot of tasks tonight. Doesn't necessarily feel like it, but we did. All right, we're gonna find the right buttons to press, drop everyone in the chat, and call it a night there. All right. Big thank you to everyone coming out tonight. Regulars, first-timers, chatters, lurkers, and everybody in between. Very much appreciate having you all here. The channel and its content wouldn't be the same without you, so thank you very much for all of that. What have we got coming up next? Next is a Prince of Persia game on Friday night. It is going to be... My memory is giving out on me. Prince of Persia... The Forgotten Sands. Now, yep, it is not the next game in release order, but it is the next game in sequence. So, we've done the Sands of Time trilogy. The Forgotten Sands isn't really part of the trilogy. It does slot into the storyline though. Whereas Prince of Persia, the game that was released in 2008, doesn't really tie into Sands of Time at all in any way, shape or form. So we'll be playing that later on. Oh, well, probably more like a rook or a pawn. Doesn't know which way it's going. So that's Friday night. Saturday, our multiplayer stream from our Minecraft SMP server. We've got some big builds going at the moment, so looking forward to ploughing through with those. Sunday, we have our giveaway, which if you want in on that, hit the Discord, giveaway channel. You'll see a blue button. Click the blue button, and you're automatically in the draw. And that happens every Sunday. And this week, it is a copy of Settlement Survival. Sunday's stream is going to be Untold Stories. Now, that's very short. Expect that we'll probably, well, for those watching on YouTube and Kick, the stream will disconnect and then reconnect when I switch games. We're looking at either Submerged or Erica after that. And so over the next few weeks we'll be doing Untold Stories, Submerged, including the DLC or the second game, and then an Erica. Monday we're continuing with Mass Effect 2. Making steady progress there. Nice and, I mean, it's fairly slow, but we picked up Garrus this week just gone. So having fun with that as well. And the next Wednesday back here with Pillars of Eternity 2. I just played it. Okay, so what other things are coming up? The Just Chatting streams. Well, there's plenty of stuff happening in the world at the moment, but a bit hard to cover it and stay chill. So some of that stuff's just going to sit by the wayside for the time being. The other thing too, the weather is shifting down here. So what does that mean? It means that we're going to see the end of daylight savings in a month or so. So our starting times and ending times are going to move to the left by 1 hour earlier. Obviously I'll let people know that as we get closer, but we're only a few weeks out from Easter, to be honest, so it can't be much longer than that. Like, it's mid-March, so start looking ahead. And the other thing too, for those joining us late, we had a late start tonight. Bunch of reasons for it, but we actually had an earthquake earlier tonight. Not the sort of thing we get a lot of here in Australia, at least in this part. And it was pretty close. It's only a couple hundred k's away. It's actually near a place I grew up. So plenty of gold mines around the area. I was hoping I don't think there's anyone mining underground in those areas at the moment, but like people down the pits. But there's always been like expected to be small quakes and stuff. It's small faults and stuff, but not big live earthquakey ones. Well, it was fairly mild. What we felt. A couple of people said it felt like there was an animal under their bed. A couple other people said, they felt the chair they were sitting on have a little shake, but nothing happened. Like nothing on the walls shook, curtains didn't shake or anything like that. Nothing on the desk moved. The one we felt 12-18 months before that was actually a little bit bigger, but several times further away, and presumably we were just on the right part of the plate to get the shock reflections. That one, honestly, I thought a massive truck had just driven past on the road, and I'm like, well, I wouldn't normally go out and have a look, but that's just what it felt like at that distance. It was just like, oh, it's a big truck just went past. So a bit of a rumble and light shake, and that was it. So no, this I reckon, well, it'll make the Australian news, at least for a little bit. It'll definitely be in the local news. We don't tend to get this sort of stuff. I mean, you can see in the landscape, there's plenty of fault lines, but it's all like the tectonic plate Australia sits on is just very, very static. There's nothing moving within it, really. So any earthquake that we can feel tends to be newsworthy. And this one as well, I had a look at the shaking report and everything from the geosciences people, and it hit in the right place. The heavy shaking was like apparently quite severe shaking localized, so it'll be cool to see when that comes up on the news. But by virtue of where it was and tectonics and everything else like that, almost the entire state apparently would have felt some degree of shaking. And that'll be cool to see reports of that. So, yeah. I mean, keep an eye out, I guess, next day or so. Earthquakes in southeastern Australia. I wonder what it means. But, yeah, no, there was a little bit of excitement for the night. Alright. I'm going to keep on top of things. Obviously, the regulars will have a good idea of what my schedule's like. But if you want to keep ahead of the game, best bet is to hit the socials. Let me get my arms around the keyboard. Mainly Twitter and Insta. I'll put messages out in both of those before each stream, indicating what I'm doing and what time it's kicking off. Discord is going to pick them up. Generally pretty slack. And it also punches a message out when the stream goes live. So, and the streams of some of our friends out there as well. So if you're on Discord constantly, that it'll send you the notification when the stream's up. Probably the fastest way of getting around it. Otherwise, yeah, keep on top of those socials. I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, we talked about all the big things that are going on. I am looking at, because we're coming close to the end of the Prince of Persia trilogy series on the PlayStation 3, I am starting to look a little bit afield and work out what we might do next. Haven't made my mind up yet, but willing to take suggestions. Not sure if we'll put a couple of shorter games in before we hit the next big series, but contemplating whether I go for like maybe the Yakuza series, or we've got some other RPG type things. Although I'm thinking we save those RPGs for Wednesday night and slot them in after Pillars of Eternity. So we've got things like the Atelier series, so proper JRPGs. We've got Katu Dumu. Oh, I forget the pronunciation on. I was looking at it just the other day, trying to work out how long the gameplay on it was. So we've got a few on the PlayStation 4 as well. So we might slot those in before Pathfinder and Sins of Divinity Original Sin. Yeah, 1 and 2. So before the big ones. But yeah, no, we're looking at some alternatives and what we're going to play on Friday nights. Yeah. Plus there's some games in our back catalogue from Spooktobers and things like that. We're like 1 or 2 sessions away from finishing. So maybe we'll go back and close them out, get the plats, get the 100%, and move on from them. Or maybe even there's some Dynasty Warriors or that sort of stuff, those sort of style games as well. I love them, but they're very mindless. Great fun, very mindless. But they'll chew up a lot of streams as well. So yeah, plenty of options. A lot to consider. And just realised the other day, there's a thing called cozy gaming. Didn't realise I mean, cozy games tend to be like Harvest Moon and Stardew Valley and things like that. But I realised I actually take that sort of approach to everything, which is weird. Cozy gaming, say, Batman Arkham Asylum. Those two don't seem to go together. But hey, that's the way the channel runs. Anyway, I'm gonna roll it on here. So it's a very good night from me to all of you, and we'll see you all again next stream.